All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, like 25. Touchdown, defense. Check 3, check 5, 25.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And right away, he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Check 147. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Jim. Hatchet. Ready to go.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Haskins will throw. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. From 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together speed.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
54, stop. 42nd out.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Single.
Here's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And the Saints first down.
Watch the run.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he finds Howard complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Saints.
Now Haskins on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if some guys can get the casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Falcons cut into that lead. that's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
47.
Throwing again. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
51. Hey, Delta. Ready to go.
Now Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a give right side. It's Waters. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Here's Haskins to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Scott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Ryan. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it. Freeman. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Check Mike 27. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Waters. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Haskins. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan, he wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Check 20. Hey, wait. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Parkey with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 30 on second down, Haskins. He's got Smith here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now, this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch left. He's tight right there. 4 down.
On second and 12, Haskins. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith. As the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Waters. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking left sideline. It's complete. Refusing to go down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
63, Falcons 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touch. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And now a carry here for their fullback. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
Get the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the backfield standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
I got him.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ryan rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan.
Brandon, I think you understand.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check, 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 check. Bang, 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 bang.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Cousins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And they will take a knee here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
We got 4.
And they take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, The winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons claw one back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40, past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they will take a knee here.
Cousins on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Even, 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Don't get nervous.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 7.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. What's that?
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.